Temple of the Sacred Tooth Relic in Kandy, Sri Lanka. Sri Dalada Maligawa, or the Temple of the Sacred Tooth Relic, is a Buddhist temple in the city of Kandy, Sri Lanka. It is located in the royal palace complex of the former Kingdom of Kandy, which houses the relic of the tooth of the Buddha. Since ancient times, the relic has played an important role in local politics because it is believed that whoever holds the relic holds the governance of the country. Kandy was the last capital of the Sri Lankan kings and is a World Heritage Site mainly due to the temple. Bhikkhus of the two chapters of Malwatte and Asgiriya conduct daily worship in the inner chamber of the temple. Rituals are performed 3 times daily, at dawn, at noon and in the evenings. On Wednesdays, there is a symbolic bathing of the relic with a herbal preparation made from scented water and fragrant flowers called Nanumura Mangallaya. This holy water is believed to contain healing powers and is distributed among those present. The temple sustained damage from bombings by Janata Vimukthiperamuna in 1989 and by Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam in 1998, but was fully restored each time. In the Central Highlands, almost dead center in the little island of Sri Lanka lays Kandy city. The crown jewel of the city is the famed Sri Dalada Maligawa, also known as the Temple of the Tooth. Maligawa literally translates to palace, and the temple is part of the palace complex. The entire complex is over 3 centuries old at least, and has seen many a king's rise and fall. It has seen bloody wars and peaceful reigns and is one of the most historical places still standing in the island. History. The sacred tooth of Lord Gautama Buddha is preserved in Kalinga, India. The Kalinga king Gautama in the 4th century AD sends the tooth relic to Sri Lanka with Prince Danta and Princess Himamala in order to prevent its possession by his enemies who made war. The tooth relic is received by the then King Meghavana in Anuradhapura and enshrined in the 3rd century holy edifice. The tooth relic became a symbol of status denoting the right to ascend the throne, and later kings in the kingdoms of Anuradhapura, Bulana-Uriwa and Dambadaniya built temples for the relic close to the royal residences. In the era of the Kotte kingdom, the Temple of the Tooth was situated in the Toil city to Sri Jayawardhenapura Kotte. With the rise of the Kingdom of Kandy, the tooth of Lord Buddha was brought to the city, where it was housed in a 2-story building by the king Dalada Maligawa I. The building did not survive the ravages of time. The tooth relic was taken into hiding during the Portuguese invasion in 1603. It was brought back to Kandy by King Rajasingha II almost half a century later, and rehoused in a building identical to the former building. The current Temple of the Tooth was built by King Viraparakrama Narendrasingha in the early 1700s. There was further construction on the moat and octagonal structure by the later King Sri Vikrama Rajasingha. The Temple of the Tooth suffered damage and had to be repaired due to various civil wars in the late 20th century. Folklore. Legend states that after Lord Buddha was cremated following his death, his remains were distributed among the different realms for worship. Apparently, of all these remains, his 4 canines were the holiest of all. Of the 4 canines, the right canine was supposedly taken for worship by the king of gods, another canine was taken by the king of the land Gandhara, an area which now is Pakistan, while the 3rd was taken by the Nagas, snake people, who worshipped it in a golden shrine room, and the final left canine was given to the king of Kalinga in East India. The architecture. Temple of the Tooth building complex. The main entrance. Moat. The octagon to Padripura. Hondan Kunama. The golden canopy. The Temple of the Tooth Museum to New Palace. The Royal Palace. The National Museum of Kandy. International Buddhist Museum to Old Courts. Kandy Lake. Queen's Bath. Dutilakamandapaya. The entire temple complex, from peaked tiled roofs to white walls with large airy windows, is built using classical Kanyan architecture. The main shrine has 2 floors. There are various chambers in the floors, including the one where the tooth relic is kept, known as Hondan Kunama. The door to that chamber is carved in ivory, and inside the tooth rests on 7 gemstone-studded golden caskets. The Temple of the Tooth is an art and history lover's paradise. The first thing a visitor sees as they approach the entrance gates which lie over the moat is the large carved entrance arch with its elephants on either side. The ground before the entrance has a carved welcome mat, also known as a moonstone. The moonstone is similar to a full moon cut in half with rows of animals and other carvings depicted in concentric rows inside the sector. The flat area is placed along the edge of the entrance with the curved area facing the visitor. The insides of the shrine are covered in beautifully detailed and elaborate paintings. With low curved ceilings of corridors and paved floors with their stones polished by 1,000,000 feet, the shrine transports its visitors to a different age when kings walked the soil of Sri Lanka. In addition to the main shrine, there are other attractions such as the royal palace that now spends its days as an archaeological museum, the audience chamber which now doubles as a chamber for ceremonies, and various other associated structures. Kandy Asalaparira. The Asalaparira is a sort of festival held in July to commemorate Lord Buddha's conception, renunciation, and first sermon. This celebration is part of the social tradition of Sri Lanka, and has colorful processions with entertaining circus-like elements such as elephants, sword dancers, fire eaters, stilt walkers, etc. However, the main attraction of the event is the tooth relic brought out on the back of a decorated elephant for all to worship. The Kanyan dancers too play a major role in the procession. The Temple of the Tooth and the Asalaparira are part of Sri Lankan tradition and must be seen by any and all visitors to the country. Like us and join us at Extreme Collections for more fun and knowledge.